Hello, my friends. My name is Gerdes. This is the Daily Brief. So there's only 880 off the battlefield yesterday, but look at that, 66 vehicles and fuel tanks, and 19 artillery, 25 artillery, 19 combat vehicles. So it's still moving. I also like to compare things, and I would urge you to do the same things. Compare this against, say, Andrew Perpetua and his battlefield losses. Red is Russian and blue is Ukrainian. What he could come up with. Not that's the meanest total, but you get a good sense of what's actually happening on the battlefield when you do that. Second thing, thousands of Nepalese citizens duped by Russians' job recruiters into fighting on the front lines in Ukraine. I talked about this yesterday in the Daily Brief. And then I saw this today. This is new, just a couple hours ago. Ukraine war. India busts a network of trafficking people to Russia. So again, this human trafficking network of foreigners. Authorities in India say that they had busted a network of agents sending people to fight for Russia in Ukraine under the pretext of giving them jobs. So they would find gullible youth who would see a YouTube ad and, hey, it's great pay, come on, and we're not told that we're being drafted into the army. So yeah, I mean, that's one way of mobilizing. It's pretty shady. UK will supply more than 10,000 drones to Ukraine. So the UK is going to supply this at a cost of British pounds, 325 million. So if there's 10,000 drones at 325 million, they're supplying not these little tiny drones, but $32,000 drones that are going to have some kind of significant impact. Ukraine war briefing, respite for conscripts as Zelensky signs a discharge decree. Now, if you're going to discharge those who have been fighting for the last 2 years into the reserves, and they can't be called up for another 12 months, you have to have people to backfill. So they really need to do something with the mobilization efforts that are ongoing in Ukraine. Okay, I'm not sure who was more surprised, Biden or Marjorie Taylor Greene, or who was less happy to see the other in this context. But I'll talk about the State of the Union address, what Biden said in it about Ukraine in a separate video. Last couple of things. Sweden finally joined NATO. I talked about that last night, spurred on by Ukraine's war. And are we ready for IKEA Sweden? Okay, I thought this would be very interesting to watch. Give it just a minute, or it's a little bit less than a minute. If you've ever been to IKEA, you feel the pain. I would hope their special forces would be a little bit more IKEA assembly friendly, but it's still pretty funny. Okay, my friends, that's all that I have. Thank you for your time and the likes and the shares and the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.